Hello there, my viewers. This is your friend here, the Reister, or aka Team Rai Rai, with another podcast. I have two of my friends from the YWC. Go ahead, guys, introduce yourself.
I am Tony T, and I'm Ghost Football.
Okay, we are going to discuss the newest lineup for this Sunday, Payback. Okay, kick it off, Tony.
Alright, well, where do I start? Let's talk about the whole thing with Fandango getting concussion. So now he's been taken out of the Intercontinental title match, and Curtis Axel is now replacing him. So you know what? I don't know. Either way, what do you call it? I don't know. I'm not a fan of either of these guys, so it wouldn't have really made a difference to me. I'm more a fan of Barrett than these two guys. Just saying, because Barrett's in the match too. But well, I don't know. I guess in a way he kind of does deserve it, but in a way, in a way, if you think about it though, he's like the new guy, and they're just trying to think of somewhere to put him on the card. And then again, what has he done really to show? All of his wins except a couple against Sin Cara, but nobody could give a shit less about that.
You damn right about that.
Wins are DQs and countouts. So this guy really doesn't have the best resume so far. So I expect this to be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. So it's kind of my thoughts. Really nothing to say really that much about it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good match. I like Curtis Axel and Wade Barrett, but Miz isn't really the same since his main event at WrestleMania. He just really hasn't been the same. But I think it should be a pretty good match overall.
I totally agree, and I'm kind of glad it's a triple threat match and one-on-one match, but that's just my theory, and I'm kind of glad no fan Dango. But I don't know how the Chicago fans will react with this music, but probably they will go along with the music anyway, guys. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
But I just hopefully it's a good match. I'm not gonna discuss who I'm gonna pick the winner. I'll discuss that in a future podcast. But next thing on the agenda, go ahead, Tony. Once again.
Okay. Well, now finally, they've waited 2 months or so. AJ and Caitlyn are actually gonna face for the belt. It's about time, I guess you could say. About time they give AJ the belt. I think she won a battle royal 3 months ago. About time WWE actually done this. Should have been at Extreme Rules or maybe Mania. I don't know, but let's see. Last night that whole segment was pointless with Big E being her admire my ass. It was the whole time it was AJ. Just they had the AJ for fucking sending Big E. Having Big E send the fucking letters or whatever it was, the tweets, whatever the hell. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. It's minor shit on the show that I really could care less about. But nothing. I don't really see nothing special out of this match. But it's just bound and determined that this match was gonna happen, and finally it's gonna. It's finally gonna go down. So it took WWE long enough to make up their minds when they were gonna actually have this fucking match take place. So lucky for you guys, you'll be there live to see it. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah. It's actually been it's been a while since there's been a Divas title match, so kind of looking forward to it, and I think they could put on a pretty good match. Caitlyn's okay in the ring, and so is AJ, and I think it'll be a decent Divas match for once.
Oh yeah, and plus I think Caitlyn's more sexier than AJ. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but probably you will. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't give a damn about this match, but I just hopefully it's a good match. But most likely it's gonna be a bathroom break or get your food or stuff like merchandise. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, what's next on the agenda, Tony?
Well, apparently, I don't know where this match came about, but out of the clear blue hell, but we have Kane taking on Dean Ambrose with the U.S. belt on the line. I guess because Kane, he got a what was it, like a DQ win over Dean Ambrose. So I guess that counts enough to give him a title match. I guess it's just to fill some match. Have the Shield on the card, so they just throw random shit together. But random shit goes for the next match. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. But whatever. I expect this to be an okay match. Kane's not the best wrestler, but I mean he can still go. And Dean Ambrose to me is a phenomenal athlete. Even though Seth Rollins to me, I think he's more energetic in the ring. But Dean Ambrose is, just to point out, my favorite member of the Shield. But I do see this to be a good match. So I just think it's really random. I think this is actually the first time we'll ever see Kane challenge for the U.S. belt, and that's a first. So and he's been there for a long time. So so that's the U.S. title match that's just been added. So yep.
Yeah. I think he might have challenged for the U.S. title when he was feuding with MVP for that little while. I don't know if MVP had the title then or not.
Well, that was in 06. Yeah, I don't think he had the belt yet.
Yeah. But I think they just put this match together because the way the tag team match is put together, those are just the spare parts in the story, kind of. So they just threw the match together, But I do like Ambrose. I think he's the best personality out of the Shield, on the mic wise. But I like Rollins better in the ring.
I agree, actually. Rollins is a good competitor in the ring, and Ambrose has a good personality and character on the mic.
Yeah, like that. The match him and Daniel Bryan had last night was awesome.
Was match of the night on the Raw.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now my theory on this, I think Team Hell No is no longer. Now I'm not too sure. This is gonna continue the storyline, or what, guys? What's your thoughts on hopefully the picking of Team Hell No?
About time. They need to go to separate ways. Daniel Bryan can actually go to the main event. Main event scene for once. Again, it's been a while, and break away from this whole fucking tag team bullshit. So yeah.
I mean, at first it was good, then it just got played out like everything else does in the W. You know what I'm saying?
They just wore it out. It seems like they kept doing the same thing every fucking week.
Yeah, it is, and I want. It looked like Bryan's gonna turn fucking heel. I mean, I could be totally wrong. I just get a feeling it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Just to point out though, it's a rumor. I'm just gonna throw it out there, but Daniel Bryan is gonna supposedly challenge for the belt at Money in the Bank for Cena's belt. And if that does happen, apparently it's a rumor, but they're gonna both be a faces. So maybe he might. It's a rumor, but maybe he'll be a heel, maybe he'll be a face. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, Nick, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I've heard the same stuff about him going against Cena too, but I think if they were to do it, probably they'd have him have a pay-per-view match against Kane first and get that out of the way, because I think it would go Money in the Bank's the next pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then SummerSlam's after it, or is there one in between there?
SummerSlam. It's next.
Yeah, and then I think they'd probably have Daniel Bryan go against John Cena at SummerSlam. I think that's what they'd probably have him do.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really want to see Daniel Bryan versus King once again like they did. Was it just one match at SummerSlam and that's it, correct?
I'd rather have that than at I'd rather have that at Money in the Bank or something like that, I guess you could say. Or maybe on a Raw or something, like Raw, a couple weeks before SummerSlam or something, like a number of contenders match or something. The winner would face Cena at SummerSlam.
And there you go. Okay, next thing on the agenda, go for it once again, Tony.
Okay, I think this is the last thing for the updated card is we have once like Nick was saying, this tag team match, they just threw the pieces together. We have a random tag team, Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan. They're challenging for the tag team titles against Rollins and Reigns. pretty random pairing, but I guess because they have the way they have this whole storyline going, Orton and Bryan, it's like the same way with Kane and Bryan were arguing at first, and then, they kind of got their shit together and they won the belts, but then they still argued. But it seems like, Orton and Bryan have been arguing as of late, so, seems like the same storyline, kind of whole thing with, Kane and Bryan. But, I don't know. I guess it'll be a good match. To me, the Shield always puts on some good matches, whether it's the three of them, two of them, or even one of them. They always, to me, put on good matches, and they deliver. So, I looked for this to be a good match, and besides Orton, other than that, if you take Orton out of the match, this match would be pretty good in my opinion. Even to me, Reigns is a good wrestler for a big guy, but if we just took Orton out, hell, it'd be a tremendous match, but seeing the boring ones in there, it kind of sums it down, but I'll give the match a chance, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree with it. It has the potential to steal the show. But it'll be a good match overall, probably. And yeah, I really don't have anything really much else to say about it.
Okay, for me, the host, I think Randy Orton. I mean, I agree with Tony and Nick. He is so effing boring, and it don't matter if the wrestling fans are bitching, complaining. WWE won't give a shit about the wrestling fans. Now, maybe we'll see a official heel turn on Sunday because maybe the tag was wrong and something's gonna be fucked up. But I know that Shield's gonna retain the belt because there's no way in hell. And I said, no way in hell that Daniel Bryan and Orton is going to win the belts. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really hopefully not, guys,
Yeah, the Shield would have them. They wouldn't even, that wouldn't be really that fair of a run for them. Like a month, that's not really right. So.
Nope. And I know some people don't like the Shield, but I told you before, Tony, that you can't make everyone happy out there,
Yeah, and also, it's not all the wrestling fans that want Orton heel. Either way, he's not like he used to be back in the day. Back in the day, he was a launch, with Evolution and a Legend Killer kind of thing. But either way, heel or face, the guy's still boring. But the wrestling fans want him heel. It wouldn't really matter. He'll still be boring. But Orton himself, he wants to be heel. So I guess WWE doesn't care what he thinks either. What he wants.
Yeah, but at least Orton getting a paycheck. Like some people out there,
True, yeah. Some people that are bitching that don't want to come back, but who I'm talking about. But that's
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna discuss really quickly about this whole McMahon and Triple H saga. So, Nick, you kick it off.
Yeah, I actually asked you before we went live if they're gonna have any Triple H or McMahon were gonna show up at the pay-per-view. I thought it'd be pretty cool because I've really never seen any of them live before. So, and Lord knows how long Mr. McMahon's gonna be around for. So.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Tony?
Well, this whole story, you never know. They might, seeing that, they appeared on the show for Payback, for Raw, leading up to Payback. You never know. They might appear on the thing, and that'd be awesome for you guys to see and all that, and good for you guys. And also, I think about that is we've kind of seen this whole thing before, back in 2000 or whatever, like this whole story. But this is a rumor, so don't jump the bandwagon or start hating everybody. But it's a rumor. I told Rai off camera about this, but it's a potential rumor that this whole storyline with McMahon and Triple H is gonna lead up to a match at SummerSlam. So yeah.
And tell Nick why do you want to go in that direction?
Because well, basically, just it seems like I'm guessing how it'll play out is Triple H will come out saying he feels like he's being bossed around by his father-in-law and what do you call it? And he'll be like, I'm a grown ass man. I can make my own decisions. I'll decide whether I'm not whether I want to retire or not, or I want to keep competing. And then that'll just play out, and I guess it'll lead up to a match where they have a match, and I guess that'll end it. But seeing as if we seen Stephanie and McMahon turn heel, kind of like a little heel turn last week on Raw. Maybe Stephanie will play out in the future. If they do go through with it, maybe Stephanie might play out in it. But we kind of seen this shit before, so I don't know. I don't want to see it again.
No, I don't either. It's the same thing what happened in Armageddon '99, but back in the day, it's TV 14, not this PG bullshit. So, Nick, what's your thoughts on the possibility this might happen at SummerSlam or sooner?
Yeah, I could see it happen like that. I actually heard someone saying like they could carry it out to WrestleMania. And
Oh, God.
No way. No way. That'd be too much of a stretch. But like, I could see him like maybe having it for like control of the company or something like that.
Yeah, I can see something like that also, and also, what do you call it? As let's just hope this really doesn't happen, because the thing about it is, I have my fears that it might happen is because Triple H is reported rumored to be on the SummerSlam card, so that's kind of my fears, because I'm thinking who else is seeing they're starting the storyline with him and McMahon. Who else would he be facing at SummerSlam?
Yeah, true. Now what we want to discuss, you think it's off camera, maybe the possibility, we all know it's going to be Jericho versus Punk, the return of Punk. Now, Tony, tell everyone what you told me off camera about this whole storyline you think in your eyes might happen.
Well, I would like to see, I know it kind of be too rushed, because, hopefully Punk will be back, but like I said to Ryan off camera is, I would like to see Punk, about to get the win, about to go for the GTS or whatever, he signs for the, time to go to sleep or whatever, and all of a sudden Lesnar's music hits, bam, Lesnar comes out, he's on the stage, or maybe his music just hits, something like that, a distraction, that ends up giving Jericho like a code breaker or roll up, probably just a code breaker, I don't know, and he gets the win, and then, let's just say, we go to I would say, maybe Lesnar's music just hits, and then we go to Raw the next night, and Punk confronts Paul Heyman about this whole thing, and from there he's going to beat up Paul Heyman or something, or attack him, and all of a sudden Lesnar's music hits this time around, and this time around he shows up and he goes and attacks Punk before he's able to attack Paul Heyman, and then this gives him enough time, because we're in the middle of June, this gives him enough time to build it up to June, July, and then go into the middle of August, because I guess SummerSlam I believe is in the middle of August, and that gives him 2 months basically to build this whole thing up, and Brock Lesnar can make his appearances every couple weeks or whatever, because his contract with his contract and all that, they want to save as much appearances as possible for big dates and all that. So so that's what I would like to see.
And tell everybody what I told you about the Lita story also, remember, Tony?
Ryan said that if Paul Heyman, well, we all know it's going to happen, when Paul Heyman betrays CM Punk, Ryan said, I agree with him too, he said he would like to see Lita come back in the storylines as Punk's manager, which would be kind of actually cool, because I would like to see Lita on TV. Even if it wasn't her wrestling, it'd be cool to see her on TV, period.
Because she did a great job with Edge, and they had great chemistry together. I think so. What?
And the Hardys.
Oh, hell yeah. So, Nick, what's your thoughts on this, what me and Tony said?
CM Punk and Lita are in a real life relationship.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, because they were at the Blackhawks game the other night.
Yep, so do you think this could actually go down with what Tony just said?
I think it could. They really just have to get Lita on board, But I'm expecting some kind of CM Punk and Paul Heyman feud. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really think, I know I know Punk's gonna come back Sunday, hopefully, and this is my theory. Y2J is gonna pick up the victory, and because Brock Lesnar's music gonna come and shock the world, say holy shit, this is gonna be a great match to, what I'm saying?
But I think he's gonna have to show up, because if CM Punk doesn't show up in Chicago, that place is probably gonna get burnt down.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
just imagine, holy shit, because I know that's his hometown, and people be pissed. Boo! And I know a lot of people bought the tickets at the last minute when they found out the announcement. You know what I'm saying?
But we can also see though is what's it called? Well, like I said before, this is like the least thing I want to see happen. But Paul Heyman come out and say, well, I've talked to my client and he said this isn't. Even though this is, his hometown, some shit like that, my client has declined to make an appearance, and he says he is not. You are not worthy enough to see my client make his return, and it will be pushed down to a further date or something like that.
Yep. Oh man, people in Chicago will be fucking pissed because I know some people.
Fucking riot.
But yeah, that too, and some people will be so mad because wait a minute, I bought these tickets when I got the announcement. Now I'm fucked now.
You get to see Paul Heyman.
Yeah, but at least I'm not like that. I bought these tickets in advance, and I had no idea about the match cards, and I'm kind of glad I bought the match cards. Some of them I don't agree with, but whatever. Now I want to discuss with my brother, myself, and Nick are going to go before the show. So, Nick, kick it off.
We're gonna go check out Tara in TNA or Victoria from WWE. Her restaurant, the Squared Circle.
Yep, it looks. I saw a video footage on it. It looks fucking awesome. Now I'm not too sure how big this place is, but I just hopefully I get some autograph. I'm bringing my WrestleMania book, but if she's too busy, I just put it back in my brother's card. It's not really a big deal, you know what I'm saying, Nick and Tony?
Yeah, like if anything, like we could probably like get a picture with her or something.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll bring my camera also, and probably you guys bring your cell phones,
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a good time. But I'm just happy I told you guys that in advance, and if I told you that on Friday or Saturday, you guys want to go, probably be too late, huh? If I told you guys in the last minute.
What do you mean?
If I tell you guys, hey, Nick, my brother, would you like to go see Tara or to the run that restaurant, and probably you guys say no because it'd be short notice, huh?
Oh no, I'm fine. I actually get paid on Friday, so.
No, I'm just saying, if I tell you like this Saturday instead of a couple weeks ago, would you still say okay or what?
Yeah, I would have said okay, but like it would have been all up to your brothers.
Yeah, true, but we're all good, and I just hopefully we're gonna get there early. We're gonna pick you up. I'll do some video footage the best I can, and all the good stuff. I know my friend Mike. I don't know if he's listening. He's gonna be there. I don't know if you know Mike. I don't know what's his Twitter name, but he said he'll be there. But if he's not there, check out him at the box office. You know what I'm saying? Across the street from the Allstate. You know what I'm saying, Nick?
Yeah.
So we gotta check that. I gotta figure out what he looks like.
Yeah, I was about to just ask you if anybody from YouTube is.
Yeah, I think one person so far. So I gotta find out. I'll send you the video what he looks like. Then we could both look for him because I know my brother. He doesn't go on YouTube as much as me and you, but I heard the food looks fucking awesome. Now, Tony, did you see the video of the Square Circle yet on YouTube?
No.
Oh well, when you get chances on my Facebook wall, but it looked like a good place, and I guess her and her husband owns the place, right, Nick?
Yeah, and they used to own like a couple other places too.
Now, do you think this place is gonna last, guys, or do you think it's gonna fall apart?
I really don't know. If they keep good business going and people coming in, it could go for a while.
Now, me and Nick live in Indiana, close to Chicago. But don't you wish, Nick, we had this kind of place close to us? Then we gotta go out to Chicago. I know Chicago's not that far, but still, I'm not gonna go to Chicago every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like Chicago's a pretty big wrestling market, and like if she keeps bringing like wrestlers there for like signings and stuff, I think it'll stay around,
Oh yeah. Now, would you like to go again? I mean, would you like if my brother can't go? Will me and you? Can you take me to go out there? Me and you go out there one day?
Yeah, we could try and go out there one day. Like maybe like go for like watch a pay-per-view or like Raw or something.
Really?
Day in the life video or something like that, huh?
What?
Yeah.
Day in the life video.
Oh hell yeah! Maybe we could go to You wanna go to Money in the Bank? Or is that pushing it?
I don't know. I'll have to check my work schedule and stuff.
Instead of go to Hooters, because I know Hooters is okay, but it's like the same food. And plus, when you go to Taylor's restaurant, you could maybe meet some wrestlers, you know?
Yeah. Like I know, I think she said like Rikishi is gonna be there Friday.
Oh wow.
And,
See, I'm work. What was it during the day or nighttime?
I don't know. Like let me check her Twitter really.
Okay. When I look at that, let me get back with you, Tony. I think I know a lot of people are gonna shit on this pay-per-view, but I think, in my eyes, this is gonna look like a decent pay-per-view, Tony. You know?
Well, you know, the fact that you're gonna be alive, you know, why wouldn't you say something like that?
Yeah, but if I wasn't there, I still give it some time. You know, I always give it.
I'll give it a chance, but you know, like I said before, it just seems like the June pay-per-views, history kind of shows that they haven't been the best, but
True.
maybe this one will be better. But what do you call it? I want to just point out something is, you know, I just read earlier on that Jericho is gonna start going touring with Fozzy again.
Okay.
So, his last scheduled appearance for WWE before he takes some time off again is gonna be SummerSlam. That'll be like his last appearance apparently. That's what I read, and so then he'll take off some time, go with Fozzy, because I think he rightfully deserves it. I mean, he came back in January. So think about that. So and you know that he'll be all the way into August. So that's like half the year right there. So and then September he'll start touring with Fozzy again. So I guess he'll come back again.
Or he might do like last year. He might come back the night after SummerSlam, then have a match, and that would be it for him like last year. You know?
Yeah, or just cut a promo saying, you know, he's gonna take some time off, something like that. Not this whole contract bullshit.
Yeah, I just really wish. I know this had nothing to do with Payback. I prefer Dolph versus Y2J at a Mania, but it never happened because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got Dolph and fucking Big E versus Team Hell No.
That was-
Jericho versus Fandango.
That was a waste of
Both matches were pointless.
Yeah, and plus I really think I don't give a shit when anybody says. I think they rushed WrestleMania 29. They did because most of the matches I know the main event it was set in stone, but the mid cutters they rushed. It took forever to set in stone. You know?
Agreed. Yeah, you know something I want to just point out. It's not a big deal. It's just a cheap plug, but you know, just to give everybody some, you know, some insight here is 2 movies came out. If you plan to pick them up, like I did, is the Snitch starring The Rock, which was a good movie, came out today on DVD and Blu-ray, and then another one, which was a good one I liked, was Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters came out as well on DVD and Blu-ray. So if anybody's just like a little quick plug, but if anybody has seen those or wants to, they've officially came out today on DVD and Blu-ray. And also, if you want to get the Target has an exclusive for Hansel and Gretel. It comes like in a book, kind of a cool book kind of thing. So it's a Target exclusive, which I got. So I decided to point that out.
Okay, Nick, did you find it?
Yeah. Molly Holly is gonna be there Thursday. Rikishi's gonna be there Friday, and Saturday, Miss Tessmacher and Robbie Yu from TNA are gonna be there.
Oh, so I guess nobody on Sunday, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you think anybody will be there on Sunday, or I guess our only chance is on Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. I gotta work. What time do they be there? Do they know? I mean, do you know?
Saturday, they'll be there from 1 to 3.
Oh shit, I'm at work. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But we don't have to. You never know. Maybe a celebrity might just pop in. You know.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd be like a Monday because when I'm off or Tuesday?
What did you say?
Do you think they'd be there on a Monday or Tuesday?
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
They usually announce on Twitter when someone's gonna be there.
Okay. I messaged her on Twitter that my friend, my brother, and myself are going there this Sunday, but she didn't respond. So, Tony, I know you can't do it because it doesn't count. It doesn't matter because you won't be there. But She didn't respond to me. Now, do you think I should ask her a question? Hey, Tara, I tweeted you earlier in the week and told you I'd be there. Probably should be surprised, huh?
She goes through so many tweets. I'm pretty, and with all kinds of important stuff with life and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know really that much as she does pay attention to Twitter that often. So
I'll tell her. Say, guess what, Tara? I messaged you the other day and told her that my brother, myself, and my friend are going to the restaurant before pay-per-view this Sunday. But it's okay. But I'm not mad. At least I mentioned it,
yeah, I guess you could tweet her or something.
I did already.
Oh, well, you can tweet her again if you wanted.
Yeah. Anything you want to say, guys, before we end this podcast, guys?
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter at the Rated R Viper 1 if you aren't already, and subscribe to both my channels, the Rated R Viper 1 and the Wrestling Talent. And I hope everybody, enjoyed this episode of Rise podcast. I think this is episode 10 of Snake Eyes.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, just Govs Football on YouTube, subscribe. I'll probably actually do a predictions video right after this one.
Wow, shocking, huh? Wow.
Yeah, so check that out. Like I do a bunch of different stuff. Like I do video games, comic books, and wrestling. So yeah.
Yep. So that's it. And stay tuned for my I might just call it like a blog. Going to pay back my brother and my friend Nick, who's on board right now on my podcast. Thank you guys to come on board. I really appreciate Tony and Nick.
No problem.
No problem.
So that's about it. And everyone enjoy payback this Sunday from Chicago, Illinois at the Allstate Arena that my brother, myself, and my friend Nick will be attending live. And plus, before that, we're going to see Tara's Restaurant. And hopefully that place will be back. We're going to get there early enough. I got to tell my brother, just gun it, So that's about it. Thank you very much once again. I'm out of here. Take care, Spike here. And the champs are out of here, guys.
Later.
Later.
See ya.
Goodbye now.